Well, hello. And welcome to the weekend stream. This is Mud Plays Games, and we are taking a look at Kingdom Wars 4 on the PC. I don't know what happens to the other three. I think this had a change of name at some point, because it shows a different name, Plague Kingdom Wars, in the actual title of the game within Windows. But this is Kingdom Wars 4. We just have a quick look at the options. We are playing this at 1080p on the high settings, with weather effects, blood and corpses, because why not? And normal map textures, all the things on highest and epic. We'll rotate the minimap as well, actually. Yes. And sound options, so that's it, that's what you've got. Profanity filter, I'm not sure whether that is a profanity filter for online matches or whether that applies to single player as well, but that's there. If you don't like to see swearing, probably not the channel for you if that's the case. We'll have a quick look at tutorial first, and then we'll get into the campaign, but we've also got co-op options here. I'm actually playing this offline because to play it online you had to create an account and I wasn't going to do that. So that's why we're not seeing multiplayer here at the moment. But it does support multiplayer. So we have 7 tutorial chapters. Can we skip to any of these? We can, yeah. So, Genosis colonies, welcome to Kaffa, preparations, raid on Tana, before the storm, siege of Kaffa, and plague cometh. So this is part grand strategy, part RTS. Set in medieval times, hence the name, Medieval Wars 4. And we get to build castles and have armies and shit. Probably. If I can work out how to play it. Hopefully it's going to go better than Reactor Tech did. Which was not fun. Alright. There are chronicles of Gabriel de Musi trusted counselor. To my lord, Signor Giovanni Valente. The year is 1346, our mighty Republic of Genoa has spread its wings not just across the Adriatic Sea, but I didn't get to read all of that. But dark clouds are gathering on the horizon. Jenny Beg, Khan of the Golden Horde, has set his eyes on Kappa and started to move against our Republic, seizing the hamlet of Tana, plundering and despoiling Genoese merchants. As Kappa, my lord, Signor Giovanni, acting on my advice, set sail for Kappa in April to handle the situation. He defied the wishes of our ruler, that fool Douche de Mutta. But this act of rebellion was necessary. Our Republic cannot lose Kappa. Signor Giovanni will be our saviour. I like saying Giovanni. My lord, our ships have sighted land. The city of Kappa is just north of our fleet. As per your request, I am here to advise you. Before we set a course to Kappa's harbour, let me show you how to navigate around the world map. Please follow the objectives in the right corner of the screen near the minimap. I've also marked the locations important to you with green crosses on the minimap. That's a big cross. I have also marked, yeah, we've seen that. Choose a dialogue option below to close this window and continue. Thanks, I'm still learning the ropes. I was going to figure it out myself. We are still learning the ropes. There are several ways to move around the screen. Our typical WASD, because we are playing this mouse keyboard, not with a controller. Why would we be playing this game with a controller? That would be silly. Right mouse button. rather than center mouse button, which is kind of different to most games of this type these days. There we go. This game is from 2021. It has mixed reviews on Steam. We've done that, thank you. Next bit, is that it? You're not going to tell us anything now. Locate the town of Genoa in Italy. That's our objective, is it? Genoa, can we? Well, Italy's down here somewhere, so yeah. Well, here's Italy. There's Genoa. Okay. You can also click on the minimap at the bottom right of the screen to quickly jump around to a location. Boom. Excellent. Before proceeding, let's take care of political crisis at home. Currently, you're one of many minor lords in our republic. Our sovereign, Duj de Mutta, who now insists on being called King de Mutta, is unhappy with your actions and has declared you a rebel. With a rebel yell. Let's remedy the situation and send a gift to our king to earn his forgiveness. Why? Why would we want to do that? The diplomacy window is opened using the Chancellor's portrait. Okay, well that's nice. Actually has the word Chancellor, which is good. That tells us lots of info. I like that. I like games where it doesn't hide things from you. If we mouse over here, does it tell us what that is? It does. Good. Why did you do that? It went dark. I didn't do anything. It just did that all by itself. Infected citizens and units. We don't have any plagues. Good. I don't like that that is moving the minimap quite quickly. I hate edge scroll. It really annoys me. And then a lot of games there's no way to turn it off. In fact, should we have a quick look? See, look, annoys me. Edge scroll. Can we turn off edge scroll? No, of course we can't. We can disable right-click drag, but we cannot turn off edge scroll. So the map just ends up moving around when you accidentally move the mouse cursor just a little bit too far. Irritating as all buggery. That's a lot of different colours. See, look, we weren't even very close to the edge there, and we've scrolled like 10 million miles away. Getting distracted now. Chancellor, yes. Let's open
Does
the
need
diplomacy.
political advice, my prince?
No, we do not. Click on King Giovanni in Murta's portrait. King Giovanni de Mutta. Yes. Now we can send a gift. Will now appear, which I'm assuming is that one given that looks like a present. Send a gift of silver. Silver? Not gold. He's not going to be very impressed. A ceasefire agreement is signed once relations are above 0. Trade agreements can be signed once relations are above 40. Did that get sent? Did we do that? Did we do it twice then? There was no confirmation. I think it did actually just do it. Cannot afford. Yeah, so it did. So there's no confirmation. It just, that's a bit. silly as well. So if you accidentally click on that, you're going to be sending stuff. Careful. Well done. Now that our standing with King is secure, let us sail for Kappa. Select your ships and bring them to Kappa, my lord. Remember, travel speed is much faster overall. It will automatically disembark and turn into an army after reaching land. It's a transformer game. That is our fleet. Oh, see, I hate. Look how fast that is. That's just annoying. Right. Right mouse is a little bit more accurate.
Conscience avant. Our Lord commands again.
It's nice. Yes. Sail over there. You have full control over the speed. Armies are slow when travelling on the often more convenient to increase the game speed. Try it by using the control. Faster! 2 times. That's maximum. So this, yeah, so this is running in real time like a grand strategy. It's not turn-based. Welcome to Kappa, my lord. Our next goal is to transfer new citizen settlers that have arrived with our army to Kappa. Citizens are the most precious resource we have. They are used to recruit units both in armies and town. And paid. Yes, you can never have enough taxes. It's gone that light and dark stuff again. Does that happen at a year end? Where is the current... Oh. Maybe it happens per season. Perhaps that's a save. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's quite irritating. Your citizens naturally increase each month, only if the town has a population to begin with. The town is happy. You can see the town happiness if you select your town. That's a lot of towns in that sentence. More towns. The happier the town is, the faster the population grows. Tax affects happiness directly. Fine. Taxation in Kappa. We need more citizens soon, so let's decrease taxes to 20%. How high is it then? If it's higher than 20%, then that's, yeah, very high. And make the town folk happy again. Keep in mind that these changes take time, so we will need to wait a month. Reduce taxes? What? Why? Why are you going light and dark like that? I think it must be a time thing. Happiness changes at the end of the month. Increase the game speed and wait until happiness improves. Have we actually reduced taxes? Kappa. Where is our taxation rate? It's time to meet the people. Kappa's people rejoice at your wise rule. It's time to visit the town and control it directly. Special ability that your lordship has. You can issue all the order. But it is far more efficient to manage the town directly. However, this ability is limited and you will only get a few minutes to do this each month. Let's enter the town of Kappa now and spend what personal. It's time to meet the people. You can see your available personal time at the Did that one? Personal time, yes. The length of time you can spend inside your towns to build them up increase each month. That's as your character can enter any town and control construction on the meat field. Scrolled again when I didn't want. It's a powerful ability. In early game. A Kappa and click and Kappa. Welcome. Kappa. What? Why have we got an introduction? I'm playing a tutorial here. Looks quite good though, doesn't it? Buildings and stuff. Nice fence. Bit pointy. Welcome to Cather, my lord. Our forefathers had the wisdom to purchase the city from the Golden Horde in the early 13th century. Monopolized trade throughout the Black Sea region. Cather, the crown jewel. It's too fast. But the Horde's new Khan, Jenny Beg, feels cheated. I'll warn you, it's only a matter of time before he attacks. Cather is one of the most unfortunate area, bustling with busy streets surrounded by sturdy paradise walls, and alas, I didn't get to read the whole sentence again. First, we must develop our industries. Need wood. What wood? Silver and stone and food. Soldiers consumed. Their monthly salaries are paid in silver. All construction is done. City plots. Large towns have 12. And hamlets have between 5 and... My lord, remember that different types of building are constructed. Hamlets and... Oh, let's get started. Yes, steward, let's get started. That looks rather rude. To construct a building, select the building plot. Click on the category. Currently we need industry. Select the building to begin construction. Building plot. Military, town, industry. Select the building. Which building? Any building particular? Construct lumber camps. Okay. Oh, that's actually a reasonably nice way of doing things. Yeah. Context menus. Quite like that.
A new structure is ready, my lord.
Yay. How come we've only got 11 minutes now? I thought we had 28 before. Unless I've fallen into a time hole warp thing. I've lost 17 minutes. Buildings can be upgraded. This increases their productivity by 30% per level. You can also increase the game speed for the top middle corner of the screen. The top middle corner. The middle corner? How do you have a middle corner? Isn't the whole point of having a corner that it's a corner? Alright, construct 2 more lumber camps. Let's build one there then. We want industry, and we want... Don't like how that is over... Okay. Did you not put that to the side of the thing? Build another camp, and we want another one there. We'll have another one. Industry, lumber camp, and we need.
A building has been finished, my lord.
Yeah, good for you. We want more industry, and we want silver. How many of these have we got?
Thy workers have completed a building.
Yeah, cheers. So it doesn't matter about resources then, you can just...
A new structure is ready, my lord.
Great, thanks for that. Doesn't really matter where you build these things, by the looks of it. Just build it anywhere you like. So let's build our silver mine here. And we will build our stone mine there. Regardless of whether there's anything to mine or not.
A building.
They're quick, these builders, aren't they?
A new structure is ready, my lord.
I think that's not usually how builders work. Excellent, my lord. We have set up our basic industries. Now let's take care of food and storage. Construct a barn and the storehouse. Once the barn is complete, we can produce chickens with a wooden barn. Okay. And construct a horse cart storehouse. Building. Oh, let's move this over here. So we want a barn. No, that's a storehouse. Alright, we'll do a storehouse. And a barn. Barn.
A building has been finished, my lord.
Hey. Come on. Faster. 7. Oh, why? That's going down there, look.
A building has been finished, my lord.
Train. How do you train a chicken? Train chickens. They got somebody there with a little tiny whip. We're training 3 chickens. Lovely. And train a horse cart over here. Train a horse cart. Can we zoom in? Oh, we can, but that's as far as we can go. That is your maximum. Now that industries are built, let's develop our military. The palisade extension. 2 wall plots, I think. Addition, let's upgrade. Oh, I know. Basic. So we're looking for the wall extension. Buy the upgrade. And the upgrade. Why did you move me over there? Upgrade the manor to level 3. Upgrade. Upgrade. We're level 3 now, yes, we are. Train 3 Genoese militias. 1, 2, 3. Archers. 1, 2, 3. So we have militia and army. Do we get to fight things?
Straighten up your lines there.
Excellent work, my lord. Now that our preparations are complete, yeah, with six people in our army. It's not untiable.
Straighten up your lines there.
Oh, yeah, alright. Click on the large world map icon above the minimap and that would do the trick.
Straighten up your lines there.
Oh, okay. We've straightened our lines. Those archers. They are
Tell us,
militia.
my lord.
Fellas?
Come on, men.
Yes.
Tell us, my lord. Come on, men. We are alert, sire.
That's nice.
Tell us, my
Thunder.
lord. Come on, men.
Those are our militia.
Orderly with those shafts. We are alert, sire.
I've got shafts.
Sharp to the point.
That's a lot of units to control. Can we select multiple with shift?
Bows bend at you will. Arrows and bolts.
No.
We
What
are
about if we double
alert,
click?
sire.
We can, yes. So we can double click with shift and it selects all
We'll be there
units
soon.
of that unit type. and mixes them in with the militia, which isn't very nice. But there we go. Let's return to the world map. Why am I seeing loading screens? Load faster. I'm not sure whether this is running off spinning crust or the SSDs. I suspect this is installed on a hard drive rather than a solid state. Welcome back, my lord. I have grave news. Now's our chance to strike at the hamlet of Tanna. To get back the goods that were stolen from us. If we do this, we can get many of the resources we need to prepare for the coming siege of Kaffa. Let us strike first. Those are big people. They can just stamp them with their feet. My lord, in order to train a larger army, we need more silver and food. Our armies drain both of these resources, both on the world map and during real-time battles. You take a look at the resource counter at the top left of the screen. Yes. You will see red in the monthly drain that we have. If we run out of our food or silver, it will devastate our armies before they've even entered battle. Let us build up the hamlet of Cherson first. We'll upgrade it to allow for more building plots. Right. Are you sure the citizens will be okay with this? Let the hammering and soaring begin. Yes, let the hammering and soaring begin. Cherson. Build a forager hut. Click. Forager hut. This one we want a hunting lodge. No, that's a herbalist. Siege workshop. Hunter's lodge. And a silver mine. Silver mine. That do it? Excellent. Yes, it did. Now that our logistics are secure, let's assemble an army in Kaffa. We need to get some siege weapons and we must transfer our units into our army. Let's start by constructing a siege workshop in Kaffa and getting rams and escalade ladders. Then we can transfer our military units and some citizens into the army. With that done, we'll be ready to take our reign of death to the hamlet of Tanna. Reign of death. Yes. We like raining death. Oh, these... bloody hell. But we need a free plot. There's a free plot. Let's create a siege workshop. Siege workshop. To train our units in the town, click on the empty unit field in the town interface. I'm guessing that is a... we need a battering ram. Need a trebuchet. Ah, a battering. The other thing we needed... hang on, we just did that. What's that? When did the escalating room? That room. Transfer all units. Transfer all units from... These two chick. Brave people. Armies must have both. Most of them. Gonna eat eggs. Own citizens. How do we do? Create arm. Army, what? Okay, now. Army limit for the city exceeded. How do we do that then? Help. That's not helping. No. Being how to transfer things into the army. Created an army, but leave that army for great army. Unit. Great army.
Conscience avant. Our Lord commands again.
Transfer unit. Aha. I think we've done that. Limits for this. It's. Oops.
Let our bloody colors wave, my lord.
Transfer unit.
Dogged war doth bristle up his crest.
I think we've broken the tutorial. Tutorial didn't explain things very. Not good, game. Cannot afford it, yes. We can't actually progress the tutorial. Very good. Yeah. Gonna lose points for that game. Very annoying. Very. Preparation. It ain't the Highlander. Welcome back, my lord, yes. I have grave news, the golden. Armies, the good news is that we have a bit more time to repair our... So hopefully this time, we can transfer our armies. Make it so it doesn't break the tutorial like last time. Still get the chance to strike with raining death. Is that what we're going to do? We're going to rain more death? We probably will. Having to watch all of this again. Right, yeah, the hammering and... Perfect. Yes. Did a siege workshop. Hunter's lot. This lack of feedback is... It's not obvious, it's like... And then because it moves the whole building plot. Okay, will it do anything? But it did actually do something. Siege work. Build a silver mine. Okay. Excellent. Now with the logistics. Battering ram. If it does that same. We're creating the battering. If you're in. Cannot afford. Why tutorial? Why have you given us not enough gold? So we've got to do that again now. This is a terrible, terrible way to do a tutorial. Make sure access. No point in frustrating people in your tutorial, because it's just going to put them off your game. Right, we can't skip past this. You've got to watch all the bollocks again. Welcome back, my lord, again for the third time. I've happened to do this tutorial because you clicked on the wrong thing at the wrong time, which then limited your ability to continue with the tutorial, because we badly designed our tutorial. Hey. No, 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 no. All I want to do is rain down death, and you're frustrating me now. Let the hammering and sawing begin. So let's make sure we do this without perilous. Origin hut. You see, it should say, no, that's the wrong thing, and it should stop you doing that on the tutorial. Hunter's Lodge. Silver Mine. Now, Kappa. Siege work. Good. Now train units. The battering ram. Let's see then. It removes... Yes, it did. So they've got that the wrong way around. They've got the IDs wrong, haven't they? So we build an escalator. Then gonna say, oh, yeah. Dum dum, transfer stuff into the armies. Right.
Conscience avant. Our Lord commands again.
Transfer units. You need. Can't move that. Cannot see that. Good. This is slow. Transferring all the units. Can't we do? Oh, we can do that. Good. That's everything. We are ready to send our forces into battle. Select your army and send it to the hamlet of Tanner just north of us. Once there, we can start our attack. The Johnny Big will never see it coming. For justice, for Genoa.
Let our bloody colours wave, my lord.
Yes. Where's Tanner then? To the north? To the north? What? There it is. Ooh. Are they moving? No. Get out.
Dogged war doth bristle up his crest.
It did not. Oh, yes, no, they did this time. Just you can't zoom out enough to see. They move very strangely. They're moonwalking to Tanner. Huzzah. To attack, place your army on top of the city and select the city name. Or select your army and use the attack town button.
Conscience avant. Our Lord commands again.
Attack town. Yes. This is the attack window. It shows both you and your enemy's forces. You can either auto-resolve a battle or fight in real time. Today, we will fight the battle in person, which results in far fewer casualties. Your army is twice as strong as your enemy's. You'll suffer no penalty when auto-resolving. In this window, you can also invite a second army if one is available, but not today. So we actually have less units than they do. We have 47 units and they have 64s. They have more swords, more archer, or more axes. They have loads more axes than you do. They have twice the axes, 3 more than us. And 1 more archer. But they do not have ladders. Haha. We will attack them with our ladders. So this is the RTS part. We are going to fight. Fight we shall do. Welcome to your first battle, my lord. This prosperous hamlet was founded by our merchant to trade with the Golden Horde of Azov. But they have seized and pillaged it. It's time to lay siege and take back what is ours. With their pink banners. We have pitched our siege camp a short distance away. Luckily we have our siege weapons. We need them to breach the walls of Tanna. Let's begin. Your warriors await your command. During battles, your soldiers consume silver and food. Need a horse cart to bring these resources into battle. Our chickens will provide enough food for now, but we are losing silver quickly. Furthermore, we should collect wood. Let's construct some industry buildings. What, in our campsite? Okay. So we want a lumber camp. And a silver mine. I wish these buildings were a little more obvious what they were.
A new structure is ready, my lord.
I suppose you'll get used to that in time. But a silver mine looks very, very similar to a stone mine.
Thy workers have completed a building.
Fire and death to the enemy. Now that our base's operations are secured, let's approach the enemy. This is easy to do in the pre-arranged group icons at the top right corner. Oh, okay, that's good. Alternatively, you can create your own custom groups. No, we won't do that. Fire and death to the enemy. Complete everything by November 1336. Recruit several battalions into your army. Rearrange in the easiest way. What have we got? What are we supposed to be completing? We click that. Is that selected stuff? What is that? Doesn't.
Tell us, my lord.
Tell us. Let's bring
Ladder standing ready.
the ladders up. That one. Battering ram. Go batter the rams. Uh-oh. Shoot them.
The enemy has attacked. Marry, they will not die well in this.
Let's shoot them. Come on, battering ram, batter away.
One step at a time, your worship.
Let's advance. Enemy senses they're weaker. So they're retreating to the inner walls. They have boiling oil protecting the inner walls. The rams will get obliterated. Let's use siege ladders. Where's my ladders?
Escalades at the ready.
Thy troops are being
Ladders
attacked.
to it.
Hot coals of vengeance now upon them.
My melee troops then.
Tell us, my lord. Let's go.
Destroy the gates.
Crush them.
Oh, look at that. We're all up and over in there. Why are you just standing about? Kill the archers.
Let us suffer with a quietness of spirit, my liege, and shall these attackers soon be overthrown.
Thy troops are
Those
attacked,
bend
your
at your
grace. A war, thou son of hell!
Tell us, my lord. Crush 'em.
Well, I think we're doing something. Move a couple of battalions from your army to Orleans garrison. Formation?
They cannot keep up this attack.
Then
Good
soldiers
things
are
shall come to those who wait, my liege.
I think we've destroyed quite a few of the archers now, which is good. I don't seem to be destroying the gate controls, do they?
What's next? Smack 'em hard.
We are attacked. The trumpet sounds to horse away. My soul's in arms and eager for the fray.
They cannot keep up this attack. Good things shall come to those who wait, my liege.
It wanted us to attack the other one on the inner walls then. That wasn't particularly nice, but it was doing anything. We'll bring our archers to attack these people. Routed battalions regroup near your manor. Use the ram! Battering ram! Come on, battering ram, master. Not convinced by this battering ram. Good job he's got a little roof on it. Come on, smash the wall. Ooh. That was a bit crunchy.
A high hope for a low heaven. God grant us patience, and they soon will give this up.
This is how real battles were fought. There we go, we're through. Destroy! Destroy the armies. Capture the flag. We've turned into a first-person shooter. Attack!
The attackers waver. How poor are they that
We
have
are
no
alert,
patience?
sire. Release the flight. Men ready. Move it, lads.
Capture the flag. It's not exactly the most satisfying RTS art. It doesn't feel like you're engaged. Excellent victory. We victored, did we? Click the world map. But it doesn't look like we finished.
Let us suffer with a quietness of spirit, my liege, and shall these attackers soon be overthrown.
Outcome of the battle then. So we've destroyed Tanner. That was a glorious victory. Let us loot the town and return to along with any vague presses against us once transfer all the units and citizens away from us, sitting there for this. Need to create more walls and military units. Still no chance of negotiation. Send armies to Kappa, transfer units. Diplomacy. Seem to be diplomacy. Send a gift. No.
Conscience
Our
avant.
army. Go back. Giving out? No.
My... We are here for... and we will march.
It's a bit. There's a lack of feedback. Very good. Lack of confirmation stuff on dialogues and things. Don't like. Doesn't feel particularly well put together. When it's very. I say it's pretty, but gaming. Very basic. Not really zoom in very much. That is the. Why? Look, this is one little tiny press. And it travels for miles across the map. Oh, that's not very good. I don't like that at all. So, transfer units. Oh, so we lost siege weapons. Yeah, they could do a better job. With the resources we acquired, we could expand stone walls and defenses. Let's speed and prepare for build of war. Barracks. Recruit several new units into the garrison. Time is short, my lord. The Golden Hawk. You make haste. So again, we are back into the town. Can't see the town bits for that bloody thing there. That there. Covering up and we can't move. Archery range. Archery range. Barracks. Archery. We have a surplus of. We didn't create any play units, though. I think there is some very weird stuff going on with the UI on this. My lord, we have a surplus of resources. I recommend we spend it on researching various technologies. Why is there boats coming in? They're going to attack us before we've actually done anything. Are they just trading? Armies. I recommend we spend it on researching various technologies. Open the research menu. Steward's portrait and let's research. Yeah, but I think that is.
I can tell a hawk from a handsaw, my lord.
And you research target practice. Target practice. Target practice. But that's already 2. I don't understand that. 6. Ready. Oh, stop doing. Research fire arrows. Research. And thought kinetics and siegecraft. Good. Because without having to do anything. My lord, the enemies are here. Report armies experience an outbreak in sickness. Or this might play in our favor. The soldiers will be ill and unable to fight. God is on our side. The season deprivation. When fighting with 2 armies, allied, the second army is controlled by a army. Most sieges are long, but army must build siege camps to troops mid-battle. Regular gameplay, you can save the battles. You can save it. Right. Fight at the siege of camp. Tatars of Golden Horde came prepared and burnt. Something miss from the walls. We saw fires burning in the Tatar camp day and night. Funeral pyres, terrible affliction. But under the iron leadership of Janibeg, the Tatars were determined to fight. Their trebuchets began bombarders, but in our horror, they sent the bodies of their dead flying over our walls and struck fear into our hearts. Their assault was... My lord, the assault will start shortly, and the full might of the Tatar forces will be upon us. We have little time to prepare. We must position front walls and construct some ballistas on towers. Enable fire arrows of the archers. Kill the enemy any way you can. Yes. Medieval Kingdom Wars. I was hoping there would be a little bit more base building to this game, but it seems it is more focused to west. Don't think I want to do a siege. I just want to have a quick see what options. Co-op sieges. Chill mode? What's that? Chill mode, relaxed game rules that controls happiness and silver drain, allowing for a chill and easy experience. You can disable plagues as well. Got easy, medium, hard. Easy, medium, and hard on battle. Well, be different. Kingdom of France. That's who we are. You can't change. Can't change the France. Oh no, perhaps we can. Kingdom of England, there we go. And then we can choose which one of these characters we are. So we can be the Duchy of... What else have we got here? The Principality of Key. Muscovy, Principality of Ryzen. Oh, it's really quite a lot of different areas that you can be. That's more than I expected. The Kingdom of Cyprus. So I guess there is a little bit of grand strategy to this as well, though. Kingdom of Scotland. Robert. That's a lot of words. First King of Scotland to be acknowledged by the crowned head of Europe, which worked to undermine his kingdom. He fought the old lands. 1320, the world's first known declaration of independence. Arbroath, blessed by the Pope, but that won't stop England. Scotland's King David II defend his people hard-won freedom. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do at the moment. Ah. So there's plenty of different stuff that you can do on the campaign. Co-op sieges. Defender and attackers. Cyprus and Scotland versus them. Back on Dover. How many maps have we got then? Massive. Dover, Orleans, Paris, Nate. Norwich. And if we were online, we could see the online options. So that is Kingdom Wars 4. It's an I would kind of give it a middling rating. There are bits of it I like. I like the setting. Not mad keen on some of the UI choices. Or the way the RTS works, which is a bit meh. I'm sure you'd get used to it. I don't think it's terrible. You're competing against games like Age of Empires. It's not, because it's not trying to concentrate on the one specific area of the game and making that as polished as it can. It's trying to be Universal European or European Universal 4 and Age of Empires at the same time, and it's doing the job of neither very well. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag, this one. But I should be back again tomorrow with another game for my pile of shame. Until then, I hope you have it. And I shall see you later.